Prepare for battle. Mom, you're not prepared. You're not in tune with the dark side.
Here's what go up. Oh boy. That's got a problem.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be watching more of Andor. We'll open this like this.
I know, but it doesn't want to stay.
Keep it up.
There you go.
Okay, now it stayed up. Okay.
So we are on episode 4 today. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
I think we're just going to get right into it.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay, put them down, Mom. Just
Yes,
take it
Cassian's
easy.
going off planet now. Marva's really sad.
Yes, she is. She's a sweetheart.
It's another chapter
Yeah,
in their lives.
Tough cookie.
Yeah. Andor 104.
There's a med pack.
Oh, is it the ship total? Hold on.
Oh.
Bleeding on my floor. Fix your arm.
What's Aldhani? What's that?
Med nog. Just a sip.
Eggnog? Is that anything like eggnog?
You could try and kill me and take the ship.
This is a test.
I'm offering you everything you want, all at once.
What is everything I want? Since you know so much about me.
To put a real stick in the eye of the Empire.
I think it's all useless.
Better to spit on their food and steal their trinkets.
It's better to leave. And who did it turn out we were fighting? Ourselves.
You were on the ground in Mimban for 6 months. I said I know you.
He's going to defend himself. He's all freaked out.
Well, tell me when I ask. Something real. Then carve off useless pieces till there's nothing left. I didn't risk my ass for the Starpath unit. I came for you.
What would we be stealing?
The quarterly payroll for an entire Imperial sector.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
Quarterly payroll?
Yeah, I want a lot more.
That's a lot.
No, sir. I'll expect specifics by the end of the day. Legret, what is this item from Marvalis 6?
Game of Thrones,
Positive developments, sir.
Because they've done such an excellent job so far. What do we do here?
Conducting effective covert action, sir.
Very good, Dedra. That is verbatim from the ISB mission statement and wrong. The longer we wait to identify a disorder, the harder it is to treat the disease. Do you understand my meaning, Legret?
Yes, sir.
Don't trouble yourself writing the memorandum. I'll reassign it. Young,
Is she the mole?
elaborate on these added protection requests for traffic to the Abrian sector.
Very sus.
Proactive measures, sir.
Think of a name for yourself. Clem. For the next 5 days, you'll be Clem. Who's that?
You'll be working for her.
I thought you were in charge. I never said that.
Can you argue with me? What is this, a daughter or something?
It's a Quati signet. Blue Kyber, Skystone.
Cool.
The ancient world. It celebrates the uprising against the Rakatan invaders. If I live, I want it back.
Motivation.
Finally, Eddie.
Hello, Vel.
We almost didn't get the message.
I'm glad you made it.
They've started patrolling the Old Stone Valley. It's a full day getting out here now.
What's he gonna do?
Don't.
Oh,
Just don't think about it.
My eyes on you.
Something I can help you.
yes, so.
We go in 3 days.
He increases your chances of success dramatically. I'm paying him.
No.
200,000.
We've been eating roots and sleeping on rocks for this rebellion, and now you've got a mercenary on board.
If you take him, we'll call it off. I was planning to shut you down. Your odds have improved since we set the meeting. You got 3 days. Something feels off, something turns, someone starts to fold. You step up, you lead, you cancel the mission. Clem!
He's like, I'm out.
You will not return to your living quarters. You will leave here and be escorted with haste to the transfer center, where you'll be issued with any personal items. And no, you will not waste further Imperial time reading the report.
But I've had nothing to do with this.
Well, exactly.
That's okay.
My files are filled with corporate security fiascos, but this takes the prize. The Milana system is under permanent Imperial authority. Congratulations on that.
Well, it's a long walk. Through the night.
That's beautiful.
Who is he?
You should have asked him that when you had the chance. We never mention him. If you change that in any way, you and I are going to have a big problem.
Told me about the payroll, not the garrison.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You're taking on an Imperial armory?
Are you not joining us?
Us?
Get down!
TIE fighters.
Oh
Oh!
my God. What the...
Whoa!
Oh, that's scary.
Did a good job with his wig.
Yeah.
My assistant tells me you refused to turn over the file on this incident in Ferrex.
I have work to do.
That was an official request made by an officer of my staff.
You might want to steady the ladder before you start climbing.
I'm not looking for career advice.
You fall here, you fall alone.
Everyone's
boy.
dead.
Mm-hmm.
You better think what you're gonna say, because she's coming down now.
Oh my god!
Oh, look at him.
Crazy horns.
Yeah.
Good to have you, Clem. We'll take all the help we can get.
She shuts down any questions.
Mother.
What are you staring at?
Jeez.
Oh, get the crazy neighbors.
Apologies in advance. We're trying to save our pain meds.
And we can use a hand, but this late in the game.
As opposed to
You
when?
trust him with our lives?
That's my call to make.
I want to.
He's the heart.
What?
Yes, he's the... I don't blame them though. There's only so many people.
That's right.
Senator.
Yeah, it's cool.
You as well, I'm sorry to be so late.
You know, Claire,
Of course.
we often refer to the gallery as Coruscant's unofficial temple of patience.
Well, I have to start coming here more often.
You're teasing us. So let's start with the oldest one. It's a Udapawan monk cudgel. You see the ceremonial variety in many places, but this is the real thing. Come with me.
Separate.
Why they keep looking?
right.
Yeah.
Well, he's also in disguise too.
Yes, he is.
14,000 years old. I can't pull funds the way I used to. They're watching me now.
They're watching everyone.
This is different. They're everywhere. There's a new spy every day at the Senate. I've found someone I think can help me.
Someone who? To bring into the circle? No.
I know what I'm asking.
No. Why don't you take this on loan?
May I?
If your husband doesn't love it, I'll be glad to take it back.
Yeah, I need to breathe a little.
Yeah, need some breathing room.
He's with us. Stay.
Stay here.
What the hell is going on? When did this happen?
What were you gonna do if I couldn't get here today? Just turn up with an extra face to explain?
I knew you'd come through.
We're not prepped for this.
We need another hand, and you know it.
I should have been consulted.
On that we agree.
Good night, McCann.
Yeah, let's go over the plane and stuff.
Okay.
I want that.
I did too.
My regiment will make that, Governor.
That's tonight.
It's on your calendar. I added it a month ago after we discussed it.
Bars, Danga, Sly Moore from the Vizier's private chamber?
Is that a problem?
You can't be serious. These people hate me. They spend every day trying to undo anything I've touched. Don't seat them near me.
Oh, I've taken care of that. You're at the boring end of the table. These people are fun.
Your fun friends just cut off their shipping lanes yesterday. Do you know how many will starve?
There's rumor you bought me a present.
It's going back.
Must everything be boring and sad?
So he did that on purpose, maybe? Like,
Ah, he's not a good hubby.
Now, the Aldhani garrison is a depot for supplies, weapons, and the payroll for the entire Imperial sector.
How far is the airbase?
From the garrison...
50 clicks, you said.
52.
Fine, 52. They'll be on you in minutes.
9 minutes. We've timed it.
The Eye of Aldhani. Thousands of them. They'd hike for weeks to get here just to see it from the sacred land. It's not the event it used to be. Now they've got everyone relocated. It's a pretty sad affair, but the Eye, it's not something you'll soon forget.
From the ground, it's a thing of beauty.
and the sky is chaos.
Now, you've got a lot to learn and very little time to do it. So, what we need to know is, are you in all the way?
Let's get to it.
She should spend more time on the security at her bases.
You can talk like this?
Lieutenant Mira.
It is my feeling that this is part of an ongoing effort to steal proprietary Imperial equipment in anticipation of an organized rebellion. I have 3 previous case files on my desk that begin to suggest a pattern.
She's right.
Oh my God, yes.
Let me, when this materializes into something more definite, until then, confine future activities to your sectors. Thank you, Lieutenant.
He's going to stick his tongue out.
Yeah, then they're going to be like, later.
On a positive note, I was impressed with your detention numbers from Sev Top. Far above the quote. Maybe sending more of that sort of work your way.
Thank you, sir.
We're done.
Know how to use this?
Yeah. Can I eat my food?
You'll eat, you'll let Cinta check the bandage, and you'll have learned all that by morning.
Jeez, no pressure.
Wow, what did I get myself into?
Oh boy, oh that's.
You only know the show is ending when the music picks up.
Yeah.
No pressure.
You had to learn all that.
You had to learn all that, right?
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, it's all about trust, and here
Yes,
Luthen's
that's right,
telling
yes.
her, like, you just have to take my word on this.
You
He's
have
going to
to,
help you guys out, and she doesn't want fighting in her group, and I think she is a good leader. We know nothing about her, but right now her directing, like delegating and just telling everyone this is how it is, can't talk about Luthen, that she already had him in the works, like Clem was already in the works, and, you know, he's supposed to be here. Like, she knows what she has to say to keep everyone moving forward, you know?
Yeah, and for some of the guys to pull her aside when she's to decide, like, her more closer confidants, they're like really questioning her. Like, they're really trying to see her facial expressions, and she's like, no, that's just what it is. That's what it is. I know it's late in the game, but you know, we need him. And this was my decision. Even the lieutenant coming in, he's like, what's going on? You only have 3 more days and you've dropped this guy on us?
Yeah.
We don't know him.
I mean, who can blame them either? I mean, all their lives are at risk. They're going against a huge force, and it's a suicide mission anyways. And even if they do this 100% correct, many can still die. There's 7 of them, right? So, you know, 1 more can die. So they have to really just be on their A game. But it is hard because even like Vale just trusting Luthen, being like, okay, well, it has to be this way, and taking charge and or responsibility for him, like, that's a lot. I mean, I like Cassian, and we know what he does in Rogue One and stuff, but it's hard. I mean, crap, just to full on trust blindly and be like, this will work out. You know, we have no other choice really.
Yeah.
Right.
And Luthen kind of threatened her anyway, saying he was going to pull out or whatever. It's either you do this, what I'm saying now, or nothing.
Yeah, and you know, he's a wonderful, you know, leader in this as well, and she really looks up to him. You can tell she looks up to him. They don't know about him, so she has to pretend she's the leader. It's all her.
I wonder why, you know.
Yeah,
it's a bigger
and
picture.
it's probably just for security, just to keep them safe.
Mm-hmm.
And
secrets.
if any of them are captured, they don't go to they don't go to Luthen. They don't go to Mon Mothma. I mean, she doesn't even probably know about her. So
yeah, I love her. I'm glad that she's in this.
Yes.
We've seen her in a lot of things, like in the movies, and we saw her in Rebels, which is cool.
Right.
And you know, I can't imagine, like, you know, because she's always so professional. And here, like, when she goes back home and she's like, oh, there's a dinner. And, you know, whoever that guy was.
I think it's her husband, because she got him a gift at that gift shop that Luthen was pretending to be the owner of, or whatever.
Yeah, and she just was so exhausted, and here she has to put up a good show, you know, and she's totally against all of this. And I like how she brought that up for the dinner. You know, what, we're just going to laugh about it on her 3rd course.
Right, about people starving.
Yeah. You know,
she truly cares. And he is just flippant about it. He's like, well, you know, these are my friends. You know, they're fun. You're in the boring section.
And I love hearing about the Empire taking control over the galaxy, but trying to act like that they're doing everything for the people when it's all about control, and then being on this planet Aldhani or whatever it was called, you know, and here they're in these beautiful mountains, and there were a lot of settlements there for centuries, you know, for a very long time, a lot of history
and
there.
now they're south. They had to go more southerly because they had to get away.
When Cassian asked, like, oh, did they kill them? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, I'm sure a lot did die. I'm sure they all didn't go willingly.
Yeah.
And they would make up some excuse on why they died. Like they were causing a scene or, you know, like hurting people or something.
Right, or they died
to move.
Immigrating to the
An
south
accident or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is really sad. But to do this mission now and they don't have any time, like Cassian has no time to study this.
He's like,
That's right.
he's like not even saying anything, but you can just tell he's like,
what the heck?
Exactly.
You know?
What'd you get into?
Yeah.
And it's like all this, even a new language, all by morning. Okay.
Morning? Wow,
sure. Let me eat
that's
first,
not
though.
stressful at all.
And then Cassian not even like I like his character and we know more about him than the other characters in this, right? So he's just so quiet that I'm like, I just don't trust him because he's not, I mean, he can't say much anyways because he might like slip up or say something that might be suspicious, I guess. But, you know, with him just nodding and not full out like, you know, responding to a question and just being like indirectly answering. I was like, I wouldn't really trust that as much, you know, especially if my life is in danger and all my comrades' lives are in danger. Like, I want to know a little bit more about you. So if you could just kind of open up and be more direct with your answers, you know, so it's very touch and go.
Yeah, and having that personality to begin with, and then going here, and he has to even have a different name, so he always has to go by Clem. So that is a good reminder, because he doesn't have any true friends there, like true people that know who he really is. So that's a good thing where these new people are calling him by his new name. So that's a constant reminder of, yes, I have to be, you know, someone else for just a few days.
Yeah.
I have to be on my A game, do what I can, and book out of there.
Mm-hmm. And what's going to happen with the inspector guy now? Like he's
home with Mama.
Yeah,
she was
oh my God, she slapped him in the face and then she gave him a kiss.
I love the lady in the background. Like you have like an older community or something there, and then you like have the crazy neighbor who's very nosy neighbor. Get out of here!
Why is your son home?
That's right.
Yeah, and so like she was very upset, but then very happy to see him.
Very much. Yeah.
And he's very removed, like emotionally removed. Like
yes, he definitely is.
You know, I know like he tries to do his best, like on the job.
Yes, he tried to go above and beyond. He went against orders.
Yeah, but even like outside of that, he's still like that. You know.
Yeah.
So maybe being with
very
his mom will
hurt.
help.
And he was very quiet too, where you didn't know what he was going to do.
I know there's still so much we just don't know.
He was
There's not a lot of talking and stuff going on yet.
Yeah, and you don't know if he's just so mad at himself and so upset with himself that he's just keeping it internal and very, you know, depressed, or if he's like, okay, building inside where he's going to retaliate.
Yeah, because I can't read him well yet, because I know he's determined, and he was scared last time, you know, because he was almost shot and killed, but here, like, he was so quiet, and he had his suitcases with him, and I'm like, does he have a bomb in one of those? Is he going to like blow up the place? Because now he's just so peeved off because, you know, they're weak and he's trying to be strong and be thorough and follow through with these deaths, and yet he's still in trouble. So I thought he was just kind of not losing it, but kind of like, well, screw this, I'm going to do my own thing. But no, so he just went to see his mom, and we'll see where that goes.
They told him he was pretty much done, right? So he's home with Mom, and who knows what he's going to do. Who knows? He might even go help the rebellion. You don't know.
I know immediately, like during this episode, I'm like, watch, like he might turn around and do that. I think there'll have to be a few things that happen first, but we'll see, because we do see that a lot in shows. I love those arcs. Yeah, I mean, the pacing of the show could definitely be faster. I do enjoy Star Wars. I love being in this universe. I love the different planets. All the sets are awesome. I think the special effects in this, from what we've seen, because again, it's calm. We haven't seen any like crazy action. We have a little bit last time, but you know, it's always a lot of fun. But I feel like the story has to pick up a little bit, because
build up more and more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to keep
Definitely.
building up, and then there's a lot of episodes for this series, I heard. So I'm sure, like, maybe the last half will just be chaos.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
will.
I think, you know, the next couple episodes,
Beware.
you know, I don't know about the next one, but either the next one or the next
Will be,
two, it's going to get crazy when they go in there and
Yeah.
try to steal.
I really
So-
thought the mission was going to take place this episode.
Yeah.
And that was going to be, like, you know, very energetic and stuff. But yeah, so we wanted to learn more about the rebels that Cassian's with right now, and just to see how they're like, and the nice guy that's kind of the heart of the group, who was like, trying to give
the one
them
that
a
fell
chance.
asleep.
I feel like, unfortunately, I'm like, well, he's going to be the first to die, and we're going to feel bad, you know, because he's like that sweetheart that will drive or bring everyone together more, because you know, he's sweet and innocent in a way, and then something bad's going to happen to him, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, we're going to rally and get through this.
Yeah, he seems like they all seem so connected to this that they have their whole heart and soul into it.
Oh, sure.
And, you know, he just seems so excited about his work, that younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them looks like the guy that was on The Punisher's friend.
Yeah, you know, I was like, he looks really familiar.
I don't know if he is, but he looked like him.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait a second, because we watch a lot of stuff, and we only see it once, and it's been a while, so it's like, I think maybe.
Yeah, and the guy, the officer, the commander of the Empire's, that little, we saw those
security
two
place.
officers.
Yeah.
I think he was on the Game of Thrones, right? The commander. I liked the when you saw the Empire, where you saw those two officers going against, and that female officer is really focused on her gut instinct that there's something going on, and it was pretty much dismissive. You know, like, you know, just mind your own business. You only have 2 sectors. The other guy is 6. You know, just focus on. He has all his reports in. You know, like really, but she has a gut instinct that.
And I thought she was a mole.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know, she seemed a bit sus, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's all going to blow up in their face, literally, and she's going to be right, and they're going to be like, oh, because right now she's getting in, you know, trouble for it, but everyone's too, like, cocky and confident with their own stuff.
Right, you can't go by your suspicions. You have to have concrete evidence.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, so next episode, I can't wait to see that. I hope it picks up more, and I'm sure we're going to see a whole lot of action.
Yeah, I'd like to see how he does with his language the next morning.
I know, right? Good luck. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys!
Bye!